And has everyone who wants a patty got a patty? Everyone got water? Please feel free to change your mind. Please, in true family style, we've over-catered, so please feel free to have more than one. So we're going to just start with the general context of the exhibition, which you obviously spoke to so beautifully. And the show explores the concept of how we can understand ourselves through memories and through the stories of others. How did you hope that the show would challenge or shift the audience's preconceived notions of history and memory and identity?
What I was aiming for was just that it would be an easy starting place for conversation. It would be an easy starting place to invite people, because we all have a history, we all have an idea of what's happened. And I think by presenting my idea of what I think has happened visually, it then invites other people to agree or not, or add to that. That was more the intention.
As you were curating, did anything shift in your own perspective on any of those themes around narrative and history?
Yeah, I think what shifted was I realized how non-factual my thoughts are sometimes, I would say. Because we've all seen more documentary style imagery of what London was like in the 60s or 70s. But I wasn't that interested in going in that direction. And I think I was more interested in the idea of what we think, because none of us have a perfect memory. If I remember something that happened yesterday, I already remember it slightly differently to how it actually happened based on my experiences and just how I interpret things, right? So I think what I realized when I was starting to look at artwork and artists that I was interested in and inspired by, it was much more, what I think came before was much more loose than I probably would have previously thought. It wasn't okay, this happened at this time and this happened at this time. It was more like Marlene Smith's works, which were the two self-portraits that are facing each other. They come into it for me because my sister's gay, and so she had a period where she was feeling more masculine, and a period where she was more feminine. There were periods where as a family we had conversations or conflict about her. And so that's part of the history. It's not okay, Mum came to London when she was 13. That's not the end of the story. It's okay, with the information that you got taught, which is the piece on the right of Marlene, so the one that I was talking about being a dreamscape and the directional of the arrow, someone being sent away. It's you came here, but what did you come with, and how is that impacting me and my sister spiritually and emotionally as well as physically? I have pieces like Selena's piece on your cousin's uncle, which is before reading more about Black British history, post school, I had my own judgments on Black people and how we are that I didn't even really think about. And then after learning and reading and really questioning myself about how I see Blackness and Black people, then things started to change. So then the way that I see your cousin's uncle shifted based on how I wanted to see your cousin's uncle.